What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about should you be buying some of these cheaper budget parts for your diesel. We're getting started right now. But a quick message before we do get started, don't forget to check out your 6obro merch. 6obros, I'll put the coupon code here for free shipping right now on all of the 6.0 bro merch. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. So I've been trying to get back into doing all my videos, get caught up on the pile of parts that I've accumulated while not actively making videos over the last couple years to finish school. Some of you guys know I can be a big fan of high value items. I want to put emphasis on not cheap, an emphasis on not cheap. However, sometimes I do get curious and I need to know, do some of these inexpensive parts on parts that may not need to be overly expensive, do they work? So I test them out. Some of these parts get sent out to the channel, like my hot side intercooler pipe, it didn't fit. However, others I purchased with my own money, like the cold side pipe, it also didn't fit. Now, on the 6.7 Power Stroke, they're very tight fitting parts in here. There's not a lot of wiggle room. But let's go back to the 6.0 Power Stroke, and I bought a cheap set of intercooler pipes for that and found that there were some fitment issues. I could get them on, I will say that, but I did have some fitment issues with that as well. Not that every part needs to be expensive, but I'm just getting to a point of some parts that might have some tight fitting things, because there's plenty of pictures of all of these very cheap budget parts that I just tested that fit fine. The point I want to make today is that while some of them fit fine, there's a variance of some that just don't fit, or they need to be complete kits and you have to buy a different kit to go with that one to get it to fit properly. That was the instance with the 6.0 Power Stroke intercooler pipes that I purchased. Also, I have my new tripod coming on the way, guys, so this will be a steadier video in the future. So now, I do just want to get into some parts that I think are okay to purchase, some of the more budget options, if they're more aesthetics. For instance, this light bar is very cheap. It still is. This was sent out for review, but that was a very cheap light bar, no worries there. I plan to have very similar housings, but probably blacked out. I'll probably be buying a more budget set of those. These guys, the lenses for my side mirror markers, budget. Tail lights, I'll be doing the same thing I did on my black one, and they were only, I think, like 65 bucks, so I'll be doing the same exact thing. I love those things. There's some decent budget grills out there. We have a rather budget-friendly fog lights that are here. I just need to put them in, though we have really nice bulbs for them. Electronics like radios and stuff, I can go back and forth. There's a really nice mid-grade market when it comes to entertainment, like touchscreens and stuff for vehicles. That's really great. But when you start getting into a lot of the crazy infotainment setups that are still really affordable or just plug and play, a lot of those are garbage and you're wasting your money. I'd go to something nicer, but still we actually have a head unit for this truck coming very soon. I'll go over pricing. It's a mid-grade head unit. We're gonna probably put some high mid-range speakers in this as well to get some good sound, subwoofer, amp, all that stuff. There's parts that you can spend more money and get high value, and then there's some stuff that you need to just spend more money. There's some instances, like we talked about, things that are more aesthetics that can just be relatively affordable. But to date, every budget part that I've tried under the hood has been a failure in some way, shape, or form. Each part has had parts I liked about it. For instance, the boots on the two different kits I tried under the hood for intercooler pipes on this, fantastic, they were great. The clamps, they were all garbage. They would have worked, but longevity wise, not gonna hold up. They clearly were using thinner metals or metals that weren't as nice compared to factory or higher end kits. So there's that. They definitely would be not a great item long term. I tried doing a really budget, I spoke about this on some of the live streams recently. I tried doing a budget turbo build before I was sponsored by the great guys over at Turbo Time USA. Go check them out. 6.0 Bros for your 5% off It is an affiliate code. They are a sponsor of the channel. Love those guys. Want to show those guys lots of support. But before them, I bought, he wasn't working with me, but I bought a Turbo Labs America compressor housing, a GT40 compressor housing that was a knockoff of KC Turbo's setup, because this guy's not original enough to come up with his own stuff. I've noticed other company that I don't really mention anymore doing a similar knockoff of the Velocity Port Turbo Time USA offers, despite talking a lot of crap on my sponsor. Yeah, that guy, he sucks. I digress. So what had happened was that part didn't work either. In fact, I had a ton, like, it was just wrong. And it comes out to, if the value equation is too high, there's probably a reason for it. And that's really what I've learned in a lot of these things. There's some kits that are reasonable, and there's some budget kits out there that are decent to buy. Don't get me wrong. You just have to understand what you're buying and what it is. One of the things these more expensive kits do, like I'll probably be looking at, I saw S&B has a nice cold side pipe for these trucks. There's a good chance I'll be trying that out. And what I noticed from good companies is, even if the fitment's tight, once it's in, it fits perfectly. That's something these cheap kits don't have, is fitment's really tight, things don't line up right, you have it installed and it still doesn't look great. Now, I have noticed a lot of nice kits. Like, I remember the first time I installed my No Limit Fab cold side pipe on my 6-liter, it was a little bit of a pain. But at the end of the day, it still fit, and it fit pretty well too. It just took some time for me to get everything to fit exactly how I wanted. But once it was in, it fit the truck perfectly. These other kits that I said couldn't fit, the hot side pipe I couldn't get to fit at all. The cold side pipe I got to line up once, and then only realized that, like, the internal parts were still touching. I just couldn't see it. It just still wasn't right. Might have to, with my new sponsor, start making my own intercooler pipes for this dumb thing. So I just wanted to say, guys, like, there are some budget parts, like the 6-liter budget intercooler kits. Make sure you have the aftermarket intercooler elbow as well, so it all fits correctly. That should eliminate the rubbing issue I had. I did a video about these budget kits years ago. But the 6.7 Power Stroke budget intercooler pipes, if you get them to fit, they're probably not going to fit great. Get something nicer. I'm not sponsored by anybody for this, like, specifically. I will say, go check out DSD, link down in the description. They are a sponsor. We're still working on some of what we're doing together, but you'll be able to get kits that actually fit your truck and fit it appropriately, as opposed to this other nonsense. And again, it's not that all budget kits for your vehicle are ever terrible. It's just, you gotta take time, do some research, and find out if they're worthwhile getting for your truck. I do plan to release the videos of me failing to get these parts to fit correctly, because I want that information out there. That's part of what the channel was started on, was to prevent you guys from wasting money on some of these parts. And I think a lot of the newer ones, like especially on the 6.7, I just don't think these budget parts tend to be a great idea. They're really just cheap, and their quality control is terrible. Maybe you'll be lucky and get one that does fit, but if you can avoid it, I would. There's nice kits out there that fit. I do plan to get nice intercooler pipes for this and show you guys how well they can fit when done correctly. Anyway, stay tuned, guys. I'm looking to give a big update here on the 6.0 Power Stroke here shortly. I'm hoping this week I have some really good news for you guys about its return to the channel. Stay tuned for a lot of stuff coming on this truck as well. This week I'd like to, we're having some issues with the AC unit, so I might need to push back the airbag video, but I wanted to do airbags on this week. That might have to wait a week, but you guys will still get a shorts video. This video, it should drop tonight, so we still got plenty of stuff coming. Stay tuned. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop those comments down below. What has been your experience with some of these budget parts out there? Do you like them, love them, indifferent? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.